10. It is late at night right now. Well, not really late at night. It's late for me because I'm a weenie and I don't stay up late. So right now it's late for me. But I do have my list. Number 1. I got a shit ton of... Okay, I should explain right now that I am wearing a beanie, yes. And I know it's the end of... Well, it's almost the last day of July. But even though it is super hot outside, my room is not. Downstairs is kind of really freaking cold. So I'm wearing my Cookie Monster pajama bottoms and a beanie. Yeah. Anyways, number 1. Does anybody know how to wear a beanie correctly? Because I just can't do it. Yeah, I just can't do it. Okay. Number 1. I got a shit ton of cleaning done. Whoa. I'm the kind of person where if I let shit go for a long period of time, I will get cranky and kind of crazy and just suddenly have to go into manic cleaning mode. But that's not the reason I cleaned today. I cleaned because we were supposed to have an appraisal tomorrow, but that got put on hold, so we're gonna see what happens. But don't you just love it, right? When you have like a ton of shit on your floor, right? And you just can't like even fucking walk, and then you move it onto your bed and you vacuum, right? You vacuum and you make those lines in the freaking carpet and you feel like you're actually accomplishing something. I love that feeling. I love to vacuum. Even though sometimes the vacuum doesn't smell so good. I love knowing that I'm making a difference in my carpet. But then, like, afterwards, right, you feel great because there's actually a floor that you can look at. I mean, look at this. Look at my floor. Look at the floor. Look at it. There's room. You can walk. Oh. Okay. Yeah, you can walk on the floor. It's exciting. Then... Oh, anyways, yeah. I vacuumed the house. I did laundry. I cooked, cleaned the bathroom, gave all the dogs a bath. That was a lot of shit to do, but I did it. So I am sleepy. Number 2. I am officially done with my ASL class. I turned in my last assignment. It is done. It's finito. I am happy. No more. Yeah, ASL 102 is done. Yeah. And I know that 103 is offered also in the summer. I'm not taking another summer class. I have used up all the motivation I have to do anything with a lot of effort this summer. So I'm just going to have to wait till spring, which is going to suck, but I'll just figure it out. I'll practice in the meantime. That's why we have ASL Club and Sign Copy. Then number 3, I realized this last night when I was going through YouTube videos, as many young a person do in the middle of the night. Go on YouTube and just look up videos that they've subscribed to. And sometimes even rewatch them. And I kind of realized that I'd like to do a summer detox. The reason being that I already feel so good with the health choices I've made within the past couple of weeks, and I might as well just do something else that adds to my health. You know, clean out all the free radicals in my system, kind of try to purify my blood. You know, just kind of get rid of all the shit that's in my system. Yeah, so, I mean, might as well just do it. I mean, I also feel like there's a lot more power in doing something that you make a conscious effort to do rather than following it blindly. It's this kind of this manifestation of will that, you know, if you make an effort and you're set on it, that I feel like it has some positive effects because you understand what you're doing and you're choosing to help yourself. Yeah, so it's just making another good choice for me. Then number 4, now that I actually have time for summer vacation. Summer vacation, does that exist for people? I can now hopefully see some friends that are far away, and by friends I mean Brianna. Yes, I'm talking about you. Better see each other. It's been too long. Yeah, seeing friends from far away that I haven't seen in a long time. I mean, God, even my friends that, like, I'm super close to that are, like, supposed to be here aren't here, and I'm stuck here, so now I have time to go not be stuck here and go out there and see them. And also trying to plan a time to see my lovely, lovely grandparents in the north, and when I say north I mean Washington, and when I say Washington I mean Port Angeles, but it's still in Washington. I love Port Angeles. That sounded kind of mean, but you know, people are like, oh, Seattle? No, not Seattle, Port Angeles. Port Angeles. So, and I talked about my grandparents in my last ASL video, so if you haven't seen it, you should watch it. Even if you can't understand sign, just give it more views, okay? Thank you. And then number 5, I really don't even know how to go about talking about this one. I feel like I need to make my own, like, just a separate video to discuss this subject. And it definitely revolves around a lot of the girls that I know, and just women in general. I feel like I've hit a point in my life where I just have this kind of surge of self-confidence, and I think I feel that it's after my parents split, I came to this point of realizing that I've been caring about the wrong things for the wrong reasons. And then to also not really care so much about what other people think of me, because the only person that can know me well is myself. So it gets kind of tricky when you don't know yourself, or when you're trying to understand yourself. Yeah, I spent a lot of time just focusing, or, you know, trying not to care, but, like, there was this flip-flop of insecurities where I was like, oh no, I don't care, but then deep down I'm like, I really do care. But then I realized, and I've realized this for a while, but I haven't really discussed it, the fact that I'm tired of caring. I really am. It's a big fat waste of fucking time, caring about what other people think of me, because that's not going to get me anywhere. It's really not, because if you start caring more about what other people think of you and not what you think of yourself, then your whole existence really has no value or meaning on a personal level. I mean, your value is based off of other people's values. So it's just this kind of weird surge of self-assurance and self-confidence and understanding that I have flaws. And the thing is, a lot of people are like, oh no, I don't like this part of me, blah, blah, blah. When it comes to flaws, I've written this thing, and I suggest that people do it because it's really, really helpful. I've sent it to a few of my friends, not to, it's very personal, but I thought that, sharing it with a handful of people would be good for me. I wrote this thing called not my insecurities, it's called my confessional. And I've written down not every, because there's so many, just the ones that come to mind, or that, that I'm able to think about. Because when it comes to flaws or problems or just bad parts of myself, I mean, there's so many that sometimes you even forget. But I started writing about all these things about myself that I don't like, or that happened to me, or things that I did that weren't really nice. Basically, just writing about the bad parts of me. But the thing is, I'm not writing it to ask to be forgiven or anything like that. I don't want that. I write it because I feel like I, and also other people, need to own up to their flaws. Or flaws, whatever. I'm going to say flaws. Own up to the fact that we do have flaws. The thing is, that's what makes us human. And the thing is, I don't write it as a form of regret. I just write it as it is, because it is part of me. My flaws are part of me. I'm not going to deny that. I accept that my flaws are part of me. I don't try to hide them. So it's kind of just like taking these demons out and putting them on the screen or on paper, and facing up to yourself and being like, yes, this is who I am. This is me. This past of mine, I might not like it, but it is part of me. And then accepting that part of yourself. And then I feel like me, when I started writing it, I felt a lot stronger, and I still do. Because, a lot of people try to hide that, and when you don't, and you accept every bit of yourself, or you start to accept every bit of yourself, the good and the bad, the more you love yourself, the more you actually like yourself, and you're like, and this is not meant to sound cocky or anything, but you're like, oh, I kind of like myself, or oh, I never saw that part of myself, or thought of myself in that way. You kind of realize, or you learn more about yourself by seeing that aspect of your life towards you, and also to write it uncensored, not trying to. The thing is, when I write these, I am completely honest. I don't try to change a situation. I do change names, but write it as is, because if you're lying to yourself, then you really can't accept yourself. You can't accept that part of yourself, so you can't truly like or love yourself. So, and that's kind of a hard lesson learned. But yeah, I think a lot of people should do it or try it. It's helped me out a lot. But I think I'm going to go back and make another, or go forward, and make another video talking about my insecurities and stuff, and just bring that to light and talk about it, because I don't think a lot of people do talk about it. And just be straight up with everyone, tell them what's going on, tell them what I think and what I feel, and just get that off my chest and have a conversation about it. And I don't know what's happening.